welcome to Vlogmas Day 16. Today is going to be all about my makeup brushes and how I wash them. I had been using the Blender Cleanser Solid and I love that stuff. It really cleans my makeup brushes good and it is super quick, super easy, and just my favorite way to do it. I've tried a couple different ways. I've tried the Johnson & Johnson Baby Wash as well as the Dial soap with a little bit of olive oil in there. I will say right off the bat, the Dial soap with olive oil, I do not like that way. I just don't feel like it cleans my brushes very well. The Johnson & Johnson Baby Wash is good, but I feel like it's such a waste of soap because I can't just put some soap and water in a bowl and swirl my brush because I feel like I'm just cleaning my brush in dirty water. So if I use a liquid soap, I like to put some in my hand, swirl my brush in it, and then rinse it. But that way I feel like I just waste so much product. But the Blender Cleanser has been my absolute favorite way to wash my brushes for a while. But I heard through the grapevine that the Dr. Bronner soap is a dupe for the Blender Cleanser Solid. So that is what we are going to be testing out today. We are going to find out if this does work at cleaning the brushes and if it is just as good as the Blender Cleanser Solid. So let's head on into my bathroom. I will show you my setup on how I have everything laid out for when I'm washing and drying my brushes. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are in my bathroom. I am going to share with you my setup for how I get everything going before I wash my brushes. I literally have a setup because washing brushes takes some time to do, so I like to try and make my little area that I'm washing in as comfortable as possible. So I have a candle burning. This is Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works. It is one of my favorite scents. I have, my iPad here so that I can watch some YouTube videos to keep me company while I do it. And then I have a towel laid down here. I always lay out a towel so that after I'm done washing, I can immediately fluff and lay my brushes out to dry. So, yep, I've got my soap here. We are gonna get started washing. I will show you what the soap looks like. It looks like this here. It has the Dr. Bronner's Magic Soaps imprinted on the front, and I've already smelled it, and it has like a spicy minty kind of scent to it. It's actually pretty nice, so I am excited to see if this works in getting my brushes clean. I also have a cup of sweet tea because I get thirsty a lot and like to have a drink with me when I'm sitting here and doing this kind of chore. I'm going to start with my dirtiest brush, and that's my foundation brush. This is the Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki. I start by wetting the brush and then I swirl it into the soap so I can get it full of product, and then I swirl it into my hand to start mixing the product around and getting the brush really, really deep cleaned. I wring it out a couple times and continue those steps over and over again. What I really like about this soap is that it lathers so well. Lathers way better than any other soap I've ever used, and it literally made this brush look new. It took out all of the product and it just did a really nice job. This is a Real Techniques powder brush. I wash all my brushes the same way. I just swirl them onto the bar soap. I wet the soap first, wet the brush first, and then swirl the brushes into the soap and rinse them off, swirl it again if I feel like it needs to be, get another layer attached onto it, and just rub it through my hands and rinse it until I feel like it's got a lot of product and it's as clean as it could possibly get. Once I wring out all of the soap and the brush is nice and clean, I just kind of shape my brushes so that they dry in the correct shape. So I will just really pack them down flat and fluff them up where they need to be fluffed, and then just lay them flat on my towel to dry so that they don't dry all wonky and they reshape nicely when they are dried. So I'm just going to continue this with all of my brushes until they are nice and clean, and then I will meet back up with you whenever everything is nice and clean. looks like when all of my brushes are finished being washed. I just really like this Dr. Bronner soap. It did a fantastic job, but I just wanted to show you the layout. I just lay them out nice and neat on this towel, and I usually let them sit here overnight to dry. Some of the brushes dry in just a matter of hours, but the more dense brushes do take much longer. But I just make sure that I fluff them and shape them the way that I want them to dry. And yeah, that is it. They are all nice and squeaky and clean, and the next time I apply my makeup, all of my brushes will be nice and fresh. Okay, this is the next day, but I just wanted to show you what they look like. They're all completely dry. As you can see, they are nice and white and just look like new. They are so soft too. The soap did not dry them out. They are nice and conditioned and just so soft. And that stippling brush was brown before I washed it. Brown, and it is winter white. So they all look so nice and clean. The soap did a great job. And this is my Sigma F80. It definitely was brown and caked in foundation, and it's just nice and new again, or like new again. So yeah, if you have been wondering about the Dr. Bronner's soap, it 100% is a dupe for the Blender Cleanser Solid, and I just might go on to saying that it is better than the Blender Cleanser Solid, and it is just a fraction of the price. Okay, so my brushes are finally clean, and let me just tell you, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders because that chore needed to be done for a while now, and now that it's finally complete, I feel a little lighter. Don't know if that happens to you guys, but that's how I feel. Anyways, the Dr. Bronner soap is so good. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I can tell you right now, I will not be repurchasing the Blender Cleanser Solid because if I'm being completely honest, I honestly think that the Dr. Bronner is better. For one, I really like the smell. They have a couple different scents. I was trying to figure out what mine was. I'm pretty sure mine was the hemp tea tree, because that's in the name. I know that they have a bunch of different ones, like the packaging is different colored for different scents, but mine was like minty and just spicy kind of smelling, and I could smell it while I was washing. Sorry if you hear little baby grunts, Kason isn't here with me. But I really liked the scent while I was washing my brushes. Just the smell was very fragrant, but it was very nice. So I really don't even need my candle anymore when I wash my brushes because the smell from the soap is actually really nice. But it gives my brushes the same feel. Like my brushes still felt really moisturized after they were done being washed, but the soap lathers so well. Like I could not get over how well I was able to lather up my brushes with the soap. When you were watching me wash my brushes, I swirl my brush in the soap on top of the soap itself, and then I swirl it in my hand and rinse it and swirl it and rinse it, and it lathered so well. I was really surprised. I didn't think it was going to lather that well because I've never had a soap that really got to that nice foamy lather. The Blender Cleanser Solid did lather, but not as much as the Dr. Bronner did. And when I see a lot of like foam and lather, I'm like, okay, my brushes are really getting nice and clean. So if you guys have tried the Blender Cleanser Solid and if you really like it, I highly suggest you find the Dr. Bronner soap. I found mine at Target, H-E-B, if you're in Texas, H-E-B. Check your different drugstores, check your Target, for sure, because I'm pretty sure Target is one of the best places to find them. It's totally worth it to buy the Dr. Bronner. You save a ton of money versus the Blender Cleanser Solid. And two, you get a lot more product in the Dr. Bronner than you do in the Blender Cleanser Solid. I need to find something good to store my Bronner soap in now. I need one of those soap containers to keep it in. I was really careful with the packaging, the original packaging of the soap, so I can slip it in for now once it dries. But I need to get one of those plastic closure soap cases to store my soap in for now while I'm not using it. But yeah, the Dr. Bronner soap, totally give it 2 big thumbs up. It got my brushes super clean. It was quick. It was super easy to work with. The smell was really nice, and it lathered really, really well. So that was my first impression on the Dr. Bronner soap. I'm really happy that it is a dupe for the Blender Cleanser Solid, and in my opinion, even better than that. So if you have tried the Dr. Bronner soap for your brushes, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about it. And if you have not tried it yet, or if you've never even heard of using that as a brush cleaner, definitely try it out because it is low cost and it is super effective. So I hope you guys really liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!